Wait, is Johnny actually going to betray Chanel when she is literally fighting for her life? Are the Days of Our Lives writers seriously going to kill off Chanel Dupree and make Johnny DiMera repeat the absolute most heartbreaking John Black tragedy from 3 decades ago? Hold on a second. E.J. DiMera is about to get his hands on the one thing that could save Chanel's life, and Chanel is flat out refusing it. I am shaking, you guys. The drama right now is off the charts. Welcome back to Peacock TV Spoilers, your home for all things Salem. Today we have a massive, and I mean massive, spoiler breakdown regarding Johnny, Chanel, Paulina, and a totally twisted medical plot twist that could ruin this family forever. Before we get into my wild theories and the tragic history behind this, do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button so you never miss a daily DOOL update. Okay, let's get right into the raw facts of what is happening this week. The spoilers are confirming that Paulina is going completely out of her mind with worry over Chanel's cancer. And honestly, who can blame her? But Paulina crosses a major line. She goes to Johnny and Chanel and brings up the unthinkable. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's miracle resurrection serum. Yes, that serum. Paulina tells Johnny that he needs to get his hands on a dose of Rolf's magic juice to treat Chanel's cancer right this second. Johnny, who is absolutely desperate and terrified of losing his wife, instantly thinks this is the answer to their prayers. He immediately wants to call his father, EJ, and demand a dose of the serum. But Chanel shuts it down instantly. She stops Johnny dead in his tracks and says, "No, I do not want any part of this." She completely refuses to put their unborn baby in any kind of unpredictable danger with DiMera mad science. More importantly, Chanel tells Johnny and Paulina that she absolutely refuses to owe her father-in-law, E.J. DiMera, a single thing. And look, I have to stop right here and just say, Chanel is 100% right. Let's be real for a second. We all know how E.J. operates. The actor playing E.J. is absolutely killing it right now. He is so perfectly smug and manipulative, but as a character, E.J. is a monster when he holds leverage over someone. If E.J. provides a miracle cure for Chanel, he will own Johnny's soul for the rest of his life. Chanel knows this. She knows that stepping into bed with DiMera Enterprises and Dr. Rolf's sick, twisted scientific experiments is a deal with the devil. But here is where the story gets really, really dark. Just because Chanel said no does not mean Johnny is going to listen. The spoilers strongly hint that Johnny is going to sneak right behind Chanel's back. He is going to secretly beg EJ or Dr. Rolf for that serum or some other bizarre DiMera miracle treatment to save his wife. I honestly believe Johnny is about to blow up his entire marriage to save Chanel's life. And you know what? As much as Johnny despises the sick scientific research that EJ and Rolf conduct in those secret labs, I think Johnny will do absolutely anything to protect the people he loves. Does that sound familiar to anyone else? Because to me, it screams John Black. Here at Peacock TV Spoilers, we've been tracking this storyline, and we think the writers are intentionally mirroring the tragic history of Johnny's grandfather, John Black. If you look back at DOOL history, Johnny's journey right now is terrifyingly parallel to what John Black went through years ago. Johnny is not power hungry. He doesn't want the DiMera throne. Just like John Black, he just wants to protect his family. But we all remember that John crossed some massive, dark boundaries in the past to help the people he cared about. Johnny is about to cross that exact same line for Chanel and their baby. And we have to talk about the absolute elephant in the room. The real-life behind-the-scenes drama that has me ready to pull my hair out. Word on the street, and it is spreading like wildfire across social media, is that Carson Boatman, who plays Johnny, and Raven Bowens, who plays Chanel, were fired. Fired. They are reportedly exiting the soap this fall. Are you kidding me? I am so unbelievably mad at the writers and executives for this. Carson and Raven have incredible chemistry. They worked so hard to build this super couple, and now the network is just tossing them out right before sweeps month. It makes me sick. But from a storyline perspective, this behind-the-scenes firing means we are likely staring down the barrel of a massive tragedy. If they are both leaving in the fall, that means Chanel might actually lose her battle with cancer. Think about the history, guys. It's been decades, but longtime fans remember when John Black lost his beloved wife, Isabella, to cancer. It happened just 5 months after she gave birth to their son, Brady Black. The heartbreak of that storyline is legendary. Now, we are watching Johnny face the exact same nightmare. His pregnant wife has cancer. The doctors are running out of options. The parallel is just too obvious, and it breaks my heart. I think the writers are setting up Johnny to face the most profound emotional crisis of his entire life. The guy is already spiraling. In the recent summer promo, we saw Theo actually confronting Johnny. Theo gets right in Johnny's face, interrogating him about what other cruel, dark things he is hiding. I am telling you guys right now, this has everything to do with Johnny's desperate measures to cure Chanel. Johnny is hiding something huge. He is making dirty deals with EJ. And what happens when a good guy goes down a dark path? He seeks redemption. I predict we are going to see Johnny lean heavily on Theo for support, but more importantly, he's going to seek out spiritual guidance. Remember when John Black became a priest? That era of John pulling away from the secular world and retreating into his faith was iconic. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Johnny starts turning to the church, seeking some kind of divine intervention, because modern medicine is failing his wife. This whole situation is forcing Johnny to grow up fast. The emotional maturity we are seeing from this character is staggering. He is absolutely terrified. He is trying to support Chanel's decision to prioritize the life of their unborn baby over her own treatment, but inside, he is breaking. He is staring down the reality of becoming a single father, raising a newborn all by himself, if Chanel doesn't beat this breast cancer. And let's not forget Johnny's own trauma. The writers are actually doing a brilliant job tying this to legacy continuity. Johnny knows exactly how terrifying a cancer diagnosis is because he had eye cancer as a baby. Do you guys remember Sammy Brady crying over baby Johnny losing his eye to retinoblastoma? Even though Johnny was tiny and might not remember the hospital stays, he grew up with the trauma of being a childhood cancer survivor. He knows the fear. He knows the smell of the hospitals. That childhood trauma is exactly why he is willing to risk his own soul and his relationship with his wife to steal Rolf's serum. He wants Chanel to value her own life. He is begging her to reconsider her options. But Chanel is being incredibly stubborn and incredibly brave, putting that baby first. It is a classic, heart-wrenching soap opera dilemma, and the actors are delivering Emmy-worthy performances, which just makes me even more furious that they are allegedly being written off. I really, really hope I am wrong. I hope Johnny gives Chanel the serum. It works perfectly, and they ride off into the sunset. But this is days of our lives. Happiness never lasts in Salem, especially when a DiMera is involved. If Johnny uses that serum, there will be a terrible price to pay. I need to know exactly what you guys are thinking because my mind is spinning. You think Johnny is right to go behind Chanel's back to get doctor? Rolf's serum from EJ, or should he respect his wife's wishes, even if it means losing her? And how furious are you about the rumors that Carson and Raven are leaving Salem? Sound off in the comments below. Let's get a massive debate going. Thank you so much for tuning in to Peacock TV Spoilers. If you love deep dives, wild theories, and daily Salem gossip, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. See you guys tomorrow with more shocking DOOL updates.